Expose them, Lord, not with thunder, but with truth so loud it echoes in their own silence. You ever wonder what happens when people dig graves for others but forget they're standing in sinking sand? Well, buckle up, because God didn't just uncover their secret agendas toward you. He served them a divine meal, cold, calculated, and karmic, with a side of poetic justice. Here's a sobering fact. Studies in human psychology show that most betrayals aren't random, they're strategic, often plotted by those closest to us. And when you're a chosen one, you're not just targeted for who you are, you're hunted for what you carry. They thought you were blind. God let them believe that. They thought you were powerless. God let them flex. They thought they were winning. God let them dig deeper, not knowing they were burying themselves beneath the weight of their own deception. And now, the masks have melted. The group chats are in shambles, and the whispers turned into screams, because judgment came dressed in silence, and it hit like a divine plot twist. See, God didn't need to lift a finger. He let them expose themselves. And the best part, some of them are still sitting there, wondering how the very thing they planned against you blew up in their own faces like a bad hair day at a fireworks show. So don't move, don't blink, don't even sip your tea too loudly, because what's about to unfold is deeper than karma, louder than vengeance, and slicker than any setup they thought would work. God exposed it all, and trust me, they didn't see the subpoena from heaven coming. Let's dive in. Number one, God let them plot just enough to build their own trap. They thought they had you cornered, thought their plan was airtight. They whispered behind closed doors, practiced fake smiles in the mirror, and acted out roles like life was their personal theater. But what they didn't know was that God saw everything, and He was letting them build the perfect setup, not for your downfall, but for theirs. God let them plot just long enough for the trap to become theirs. He didn't stop them right away, because He was watching something deeper unfold. He was allowing them to reveal the full extent of their darkness. Every lie they told, every manipulation they weaved, every time they tried to pull strings behind your back, it was all being used against them, not because God was slow to respond, but because He was letting the evidence pile up. You didn't need to defend yourself. You didn't have to expose them. They exposed themselves. The more they schemed, the more they slipped. The more they tried to trip you, the more they tangled themselves. Their egos convinced them that they were 10 steps ahead, but they didn't realize God was the board they were playing on, and the game already rigged against them. It's funny how people think they're clever when they move in secrecy. They think as long as no one's watching, they'll get away with it, but they forgot one thing.